Greater Vancouver real estate predictions for 2023.
Own your life.
Hi, I'm Jessi Johnson, a best-selling author, Metro Vancouver Realtor with eXp, and mortgage broker since 2006. And in this video podcast, we're going to cover the real estate predictions for 2023. I've spent a long time researching this, so enjoy the entire video and thank you again for joining. To keep this content flowing, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Media manipulation. Why do we rarely hear and see things in the media like inflation is finally under control and mortgage interest rates are dropping? Yes, sales are down big time, but most price drops in Greater Vancouver seem to be already priced into the market. The Greater Vancouver market dropped a whopping 6.6% in the past year. That's it. I personally, as well as many others, were hoping for a considerable decline to pick up some properties at lower prices. But no. The resilient market in Greater Vancouver just keeps on going. Some cities in Canada weren't even affected at all. For example, Calgary went up 6.1%. When the media pumps out doom and gloom, such as Canadian home sales at the lowest point since the Great Depression of 2009, it can certainly cause some concern. How about, you might have heard, mortgage interest rates causing homeowners to lose their homes? First off, 50% of Vancouver homeowners don't even have mortgages. And we currently have the lowest mortgage arrears ever. Unfortunately, the media often lies or exaggerates, and this can take a toll on your sleep. A story was released on one of our prominent and trusted news sources about a poor old lady with a fixed income. Her variable rate mortgage caused her to have to sell her home that she bought 18 years ago. So apparently, her mortgage payment is now over $5,000 per month. Another podcaster I know broke this down, and I wanted to emulate that. First off, if she bought the home 18 years ago, she likely paid around $300,000, and that is now worth around $900,000, meaning she made $600,000 tax-free. This woman, she lived in Ontario, certainly not Vancouver at those prices, so to possibly get to a $5,000 a month payment, she would have had to refinance her mortgage many times. She essentially used her home as a never-ending ATM. Even worse, she took a variable, which yes, is usually the better way to go, but there are rare times when it is not, and this happens to be one of them. So don't feel too bad for her, or let this media outlet manipulate your mindset. The full story was not disclosed here. Expert opinions. Before you hear what I think, let's hear what the experts are saying. REBGV, aka Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver, Global News, and City TV predict that things will remain relatively flat and same throughout the entire year. CTV News says housing prices in the Vancouver area might only experience a modest decrease over the next 12 months. Daily Hive predicts the BC real estate market is not expected to recover until 2024. Now, not to be confused with the Vancouver market. Rennie predicts prices will stabilize and moderately grow the second half of 2023. TD expects housing activity could bottom out sometime before the summer of 2023 thanks to a combination of very high job growth, population growth, and lower yields. Tighter lending standards on federally regulated institutions might scuttle this prediction, says TD. National Bank predicts mortgage rates will hold steady until Q3 and then drop further, and that the recession will not have a huge impact on Canada. I kind of agree with that. Keep in mind that fixed mortgage rates have already fallen big time, but the media just really isn't covering it. My own predictions. Fixed rates are already down from the peak, 1 to 1.5% depending on the lender. Now, I'm not an economist, nor do I pretend to be, but here's what I feel will happen. The pendulum has already started turning for us. It began mid-December with fixed mortgage rates declining into January. They will remain relatively stable into summertime and then decline further into more palatable rates in Q3 and Q4. Metro Vancouver housing prices will not drop, but instead increase in 2023. Let's review why I think this. We continue to have low inventory. This has been a problem for the Greater Vancouver area for 3 years now. There's been an extreme jump in rental costs, and these will continue to climb when landlords have to renew their mortgage at higher mortgage rates and with vacancies this low. High levels of immigration will also cause rental rates to remain high and go up. We just brought in around 800,000 new immigrants to Canada, with a goal of 500,000 more coming in every year for the next 3 or 4 years. The massive numbers of immigrants coming into Canada right now in the middle of an existing housing crisis will only keep prices high. Lower mortgage rates will spark interest with buyers. Many buyers have been sitting on the fence for a year now, and their butts are getting sore. People are also, unfortunately, getting used to the war in Ukraine. The damage has already been priced into the market, but of course, it could get worse. Canada has been relatively insulated from skyrocketing energy prices in Europe, causing greater inflation, and our government appears to have their reckless spending under control. Now, let's talk employment. Job growth is usually celebrated as a sign of a strong economy, but that's not the kind of thing the Bank of Canada wants to see as it struggles to bring down inflation. Statistics Canada reported that 104,000 jobs were created in December, far more than the 5,000 forecasted. Of that, 85,000 were full-time positions, marking the third consecutive month of job growth. Explosive job growth keeps spending/inflation strong, even still with interest rate hikes. For the full year, Canada's economy added 394,000 new jobs. This is the fastest rate of growth since the economy added 497,000 jobs back in 1976, due largely in part to the record immigration numbers. There are now 627,000 more jobs in Canada compared to before the pandemic. The strong job figures played a huge part in the additional rate hike by the Bank of Canada on January 25th. So, what do you think about all of this? I would love to hear your opinion. Feel free, comment below, ask me questions. I will answer. If you are even considering buying or selling and have questions, we should talk. I will break down how all of this data will specifically affect you. This is literally how easy it is to reach me. This video podcast is created to help keep you informed of the Greater Vancouver real estate market trends and strategies for your success. Again, to keep this content flowing, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. If you're watching this outside of YouTube, click the link in the description below to subscribe to the channel there. That's all for this episode. Don't forget to pick up a copy of my best-selling book on Amazon, Rockstar Real Estate Investing, if you haven't yet. I'm here for your questions at any time. Also, if you're interested in becoming a realtor and joining our team at EXP, we have one heck of a program for new and experienced agents. See you again soon. Thanks.